pinned and I'm stoned. You said, darling, didn't we swear last time? And I said, yeah, but lies still rhyme.
You wore that scent I can't forget, same as the night our hearts first met. You laughed and said, this ain't a tune, just barroom promises and cheap perfume. Barroom promises and cheap perfume, where hearts get loud in a lonesome room. We swear we're done and start again, with one slow dance and 2 shots of sin. We say never by the neon bloom, but we're still caught in this old saloon. Barroom promises and cheap perfume. I told myself, don't take that seat, but your eyes lit fire under my feet. You poured me a lie with that sideways grin, and I drank every drop you poured me in.
You look like hurt with a little hope, all cowboy charm and unraveling rope. I said this time, let's not resume, but your kiss still smelled like cheap perfume. Barroom promises and cheap perfume, words that vanish by the afternoon. We swear we're wise and fall too fast, try to rewrite what couldn't last. We say goodbye but make more room for one more lie beneath this moon. Barroom promises and cheap perfume. And cheap perfume.
We both know how this ends,
but we're better at breaking than being friends.
And as long as this jukebox plays our tune,
we'll be singing in shadows and smelling like truth. Barroom promises and cheap perfume, a love too wild, a heart too soon. We dance in smoke, we fade in light, we fall apart about every night. But I take it back like I always do, with nothing left but a worn out tune. Barroom promises and cheap perfume.
Never beat the world or outshine myself, but I wake up swinging in boots laced tight, and I give this life one hell of a fight. My truck don't shine, it growls and spits, but it still gets me where life hits. I don't lead the race, but I run it fast, 'cause I ain't first, but I sure ain't last. I ain't first, but I ain't last. I get knocked down, but I bounce back fast. I ain't the star, but I ain't the shame. Still dancing hard in the loser's lane. You can laugh, I'll raise my glass to every stumble that I passed. Yeah, I ain't first, but I ain't last. I've loved and lost and loved again. A few good nights, a lot of amen. I've missed my shot more times than not, but I still show up with all I got. I ain't first, but I ain't last. but you ain't last. They don't cheer for folks like me, no limelight, just gasoline. But we keep going mile by mile, turning scars into country style. No, I ain't first, but I ain't last. I drive my life like it's built to crash. Still playing hard with a busted string, still toasting loud with nothing to bring. So here's to underdogs moving fast. We weren't built to break, just built to last. I ain't first, but I ain't last. Your boots in the kitchen sink, didn't rinse your plate, didn't stop to think. Then you snored through half my show. I swear you do it just for show.
You bought more shoes, filled up the floor, left 10 candles by the bathroom door. You yelled at me for breathing loud, but still you call me your stubborn clown.
I roll my eyes, you lose your cool.
I take the blame, you change the rules.
And every time, without a sign, it ends with me uncorking wine.
You start the fight, I pour the wine. You raise your voice, I say you're fine. We fuss and swing like laundry lines, but somehow love's still intertwined. You slam the door, I grab the glass.
You talk too fast, I let it pass.
Ain't perfect, no, but it's still mine.
You start the fight, I pour the wine.
Your mama calls and takes your side. I nod and smile and let it slide. You say I'm wrong and hug me tight, and I forget what we fought that night.
You burn the toast and blame the bread. You leave the lights on in your head.
But somehow still when all feels bent, I pour a Merlot and we repent.
We clash like drums, but end in time.
One cork pop and we realign.
It's wild, it's loud, it's borderline, but it still ends with sipping wine. You start the fight, I pour the wine. You walk away, I say you're mine. We bicker big, then laugh and rhyme and hold on tighter every time.
You forget dates, you lose your keys.
You never say steer with ease, but through it all we're by design. You start the fight, I pour the wine. We're fire and salt, a spicy stew, but honey, I still choose you. So let's keep dancing, storm and shine. You push the fuse, I pour the wine. You start the fight, I pour the wine. You roll your eyes, I say you're fine. And when we're gray with wrinkle lines, we'll still be yelling overtime. But through the noise, we'll toast in kind. You start the fight, and I'll pour the wine.
I've had bottles that burn like sin, stories I should have never let in, but tonight you're pouring something new. Darling, it's hitting harder than 90 proof.
You think you're smooth in the worn out jeans, sipping slow and acting clean. But boy, I see the way you look. whiskey's got nothing on you. Whiskey don't dance like your hips do. It don't burn slow like kissing you. It don't laugh, it don't tease, it don't lie. It won't steal breath with just one sigh. I've had shots that made me feel brand new, but baby, whiskey's got nothing on you.
You tip your glass and tip your hat, but I know boys like you don't last. Still here we are at 10:30, swapping stories and what ifs again.
You say I'm trouble, maybe so, but you lean in when the jukebox slows. And girl, if this is some kind of game, then pour me more and keep my name.
I've had nights that burned and faded,
But this one's feeling too gold-plated.
ain't drunk enough to miss this clue.
That whiskey's got nothing on. Whiskey don't laugh like you just did.
It don't make me ache like wanting you.
It won't stay past the last round bell. It don't care how hard I fell. But here you are with eyes so true. And darling, whiskey's got nothing on you. You've got that fire I can't outrun.
You hit like dawn, not like the sun.
And even if we crash and fall, you'll still outshine that drinking wall. Whiskey don't dance like your hips do. Don't make me ache like wanting you. It don't pull me like you just smile. Don't make time stop for a little while. So take my hand, let's see this through. 'Cause baby, whiskey's got nothing on you.
You leave your boots by the kitchen door, always tracking in mud like you own the floor. You rev too loud, talk too fast, but boy, you've got a charming lass.
You steal the covers, roll your eyes, start a fire with just one side wise. You talk in circles but walk so fine. Girl, you shift my heart every time.
You drive me crazy in all the right gears, speeding through kisses, switching up fears. You got that wild in your sweet little grin, got me spinning like tires on a back road wind.
You ain't easy, but you're worth the ride.
Burning rubber with nothing to hide. You drive me crazy in all the right gears.
You slam my truck door like you mean war, then blow a kiss that I fall for. You ain't quiet, you don't break slow, but you're the engine in my soul.
You miss the signs but hit the charm. One wrong turn and I'm in your arms. You love like lightning, fight like fire, but still you're every song I desire. You drive me crazy in all the right gears, from midnight tears to sunrise cheers. You stole my pride, then gunned my grace. Pull me close in a 4-lane chase. No map
stay true.
'Cause I'd wreck the world to ride with you. You drive me crazy in all the right gears, turning fights to laughs, then shifting tears, down every mile of our wild years.
We're stick shift lovers without the tears.
You're my high-speed, heart race frontier. Baby, you drive me crazy in all the right gear.
I had grease on my hands by the age of 10. Daddy taught me how to fix and bend. Said, son, the road ain't made for some, but you were born to ride, built to run. I ain't made for a wide picket town. I got fire in my feet that won't calm down. Give me blacktop heat and a setting sun. Yeah, I was born to ride, built to run. Born to ride, built to run. Wild as the wind, fast as a gun. Got an open sky and a restless soul. Freedom's my flag and the wheel's my goal. Don't need a reason, don't need a plan. I was made to roll, not to stand. Born to ride, built to run. From Texas dust to Carolina rain, I've chased down dreams and outrun pain. Every turn's another song begun, 'cause I was born to ride, built to run. Born to ride, built to run. Wild as the wind, fast as a gun. Got an open sky and a restless soul. Freedom's my flag and the wheel's my goal. Don't need a reason, don't need a plan. I was made to roll, not to stand. Born to ride, built to run. Some folks settle, some folks stay, but I get lost just to find my way. The highway calls like a long lost friend, and I'll be gone and gone again. Born to ride, built to run. Heartbeat racing with the southern sun. A six-string humming and a motor loud. That's my truth, that's my vow. So wave goodbye when the engine drums. I was born to ride, built to run.
store. Shotgun hearts and pickup dreams, two-lane love and feels damn near right. You drove through storms with one hand tied and the other holding mine at night. We kissed the red lights, danced to green in a world too fast for 17. We leaned on me in motel lights, said this life feels damn near right. You drove through storms with one hand tied and the other holding mine at night. We kissed the red lights, danced to green in a world too fast for 17. We made love out of moonlight beam in a world too fast for 17. One flat tire, one roadside kiss. No moment more like this. We may be broke, but we're gold inside. And babe, you're still my favorite ride. Shotgun hearts and pickup dreams. Dust trail love with a rebel gleam. We got the stars that rode the songs. A little lost, but never wrong. Turning miles into memories. Just you, just me, and highways free. We're built for life, not limousines. Shotgun hearts and pickup dreams.
We pull up slow to a gravel bin, old red barn and a few good friends. Pass the bottle, light the flame, telling stories that all sound the same. Moon's hanging like a cheap bar sign, and we're burning through another round of time. Laughter echoes through the pines. Truth gets louder after midnight shines. It's whiskey talking county roads, where the night gets deep and the wind still knows. Hearts spill out in a southern drawl. With every sip we tell it all. Steel guitar and engine moans. Yeah, we find peace where wild things roam. In whiskey talking county roads. Dust kicks up when the tires roll on. No place to be, just chasing dawn. That dashboard light and radio glow are all I need when I wanna go. It's whiskey talking county roads, where the night gets deep and the wind still knows. Hearts spill out in a southern drawl. With every sip we tell it all. Steel guitar and engine moans. Where we find peace where wild things roam. In whiskey talking county roads. Ain't about running from the pain, just driving through it in the rain. The truth comes out in dust and smoke, between the laughs and words we spoke. It's whiskey talking county roads, old regrets and new crossroads. We ain't lost, we're just let go, with empty cups and hearts that know. The realest nights ain't ones we planned, just back road dreams and borrowed land. Yeah, whiskey talking county roads. I don't do slow, and I don't do tame. I love like thunder, I ride through flame. You want someone who plays it safe. Sorry, darling, I don't operate that way. I've been bucked and bruised, but I don't break. Woke up stronger with every mistake. If love's a ride, then let it start. I got a rodeo ready hard. 'Cause this ain't no Sunday stroll, it's boots and dirt and full control. Hold on tight, it'll tear apart if you can't take a rodeo hard. I don't spook and I don't fold, my
start, you'll ride with a rodeo-ready heart. I don't promise I won't run, but I'll come back like the morning sun. I fight like hell, but I stay true. And if I fall, I'll fall for you. 'Cause this ain't no fairground game. It's sweat and grit and taking blame. You want a fire, you'll get the spark. When you love a rodeo-ready heart. I don't bluff and I don't bow. I'll meet you in the moment now. So saddle up before we start. It takes guts to love this hard. I've been thrown, but never quit. Taught my soul to ride and grit. I don't need no rescue plan, just someone who can understand. No, this ain't no polished dance. It's a last chance, high stakes chance. But if you're tough and love the art, baby, take this rodeo-ready heart. Yeah, baby, take this rodeo-ready heart.
Last call hit, lights turn low, bartenders winking like time to go.
I reached for keys, you grabbed my hand, said you ain't driving, not in that stand.
You had 2 beers more than me, stumbling like a tumbleweed. I said, sweetheart, park your pride. You're in no shape for that midnight ride.
Why ain't leaving unless you drive?
You'd hit a cow and call it alive.
I know the roads you can't see straight. My truck knows home, it ain't that great.
We bicker a while, but still survive. I ain't leaving
Unless you drive.
You said, get in, I'll take the wheel. I said, fine, long as we get a meal.
You rolled your eyes, I sang too loud.
We left that bar like a honky-tonk cloud.
Don't that jukebox play our song. Tried to tip the wall and got it wrong.
But when you smiled with that crooked face, I threw the truck in second grace. I ain't leaving
Unless I drive.
You speed like someone's taking lives.
At least I steer and I sing strong. Your pitch is bad, but you sing along.
We clash, we joke, but we're alive. I ain't leaving
Unless you drive. You hold the door, I hold the keys. You call me stubborn, I call you tease.
But somehow every Friday night we argue just to end up right. I ain't leaving
Unless you drive.
next time we call a ride. But then who'll fight? We need the spark. You love my bars. We're messy, loud, and full of drive. But I ain't leaving. No, I ain't leaving unless you drive.
just to end up right. I